Hello, hi, and welcome. Sorry about the delay there, but welcome to the channel, guys. How are you guys doing tonight? Sorry about my little 5-second delay. I had to blow my nose, right, of course, right before right when the countdown was over. So, if you're new to the channel, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Tanya or Titanium Built, and we do talk true crime daily on this channel. So, if that's something that you're into, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, all those things. If you do enjoy the content. But I did want to let you guys know that there was a huge document dump today in the Idaho 4 case. So we'll be going over that for the rest of our lives after tonight. I'm just kidding, not the rest of our lives, but it was about 300 pages. The defense filed, so it'll be a lot of reading for us to do over the next few days. But I wanted to get this video in, and then also I was going down like a rabbit hole for this video, and I found another video where Tony is unhinged. So we're going to have to do another live on that. I mean, he's always unhinged. He's been unhinged, but the videos, they just never cease to amaze me. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Pooh Bear. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome in, Bob. I saw that we had some people in here tonight. Amanda's in here. Lenora. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Jill. Hey, Heather. Suze. Wanda. We got Emerald Skies. I like that name. That's a pretty name. And Virginia. We've got a lot of people in tonight. Hey, Brad. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Wist. Hey, Teresa. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Stephanie. I'll go ahead and we'll pop up maybe I'll wait a minute. We'll do that in a second. You're welcome. So, hey, Virginia. Welcome in. So there's some new updates, but nothing about a Sebastian, unfortunately. There's not been an update since that poor boy went missing on, February 26th, February 25th / February 26th, depending on who you talk to. But Steve Crabtree has come back again, and he isn't taking Tony's shit anymore. And I don't blame him. I mean, I really don't blame the kid. I don't blame him. But him and Tony are bumping heads again. Those two, I feel like, are in a relationship sometimes because, like, 1 minute they're happy together, 1 minute they're not happy together, 1 minute they're happy together, 1 minute they're not happy together. But this is one of the times that he's not happy with him. Now, I did take to Facebook group to see where Tony's been, because I was like, what's Tony been up to? Like, other than the last time that we saw Tony or Seth was the video that came out. When was that? Like last week? It'll probably pop up. July 11th. So, wow, it's been that long already. Okay, so July 11th, it looks like, was when WKRN News put that news article out with the video of them driving the boat, and it says photo credit Tony Mathis. I'm assuming it's because they used his drone to get the picture. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming at this point. But so Steve Crabtree came out. Narc Divers, which is another search group, they went out and they were searching for Sebastian. They've come out and they have some stuff to say. And I figured we'd go through those. And then I have some news on the items of interest that were supposedly found when Seth and Tony were out at the lake searching for Sebastian. And we'll go over that as well. So, but before we do that, I wanted to point out Tony is still on. I thought he deleted everything. So he deleted the Caleb Harris TikTok account. I'm assuming he did it because he had access to it, but it's gone. So maybe the wife stepped in after Caleb was found and was like, hey, you need to take it down. I don't know, but it is down. So the 10,000 subscribers he had like hijacked from Caleb. Yeah, he don't have it anymore unless he privated the page for now. But I don't even know if you could do that on TikTok. I'm not real good with TikTok. Like I don't know if you could shut it down like that or not. So I guess it was Tony's boat. I thought it looked like a brand new boat. I was like, whose boat is this? And I was like, did Tony buy the boat just for this, like, photo op? I mean, it looked really new. It looked really new. Okay. But so Tony Mathis still has his Facebook page. He's just undercover now because he changed his picture to Trump. July 18th, I guess that was 11:06 p.m. He said, man, I need to really change my profile picture. Old Donald Trump. Let's see, which one should we go over first? We'll go over Stephen Crabtree first. And I spelled his name. I had to change it in the title and on my thumbnail. I spelled it like Stefan because apparently I can't get that stupid guy out of my head. Every time there's a name like that's Stephen, I keep wanting to call him Stefan now. Like there's been a couple of times this has happened. So sorry, Stephen Crabtree. Your name is not Stefan. I would have called you Stephen, but everything else would have said otherwise. So let's go over here to this tab. Okay, so this is Stephen Crabtree's TikTok. This isn't my normal TikTok that I normally am on. I'm undercover right now because of Cajun. She decided to block me in her lives, and she's one of the people that are included in this whole web of people with Tony. So I'm under a different account. So if you see the little picture, you can't even see the little picture up there. I thought you see the little picture. It's not me. It's like a little monster of some sort. I don't know what it is. But there's a few videos here I wanted to show you. So I wrote them out actually because and we'll start here. Now this one, when we get up to here, it gets good. But no, we're not going to play every single one of these, but we are going to play a few of these. And if you guys are unfamiliar who Stephen Crabtree is, let me run it by you guys again, because it might be a little confusing if you're like, if you guys are like, who is Stephen Crabtree? I don't even know who that is. So Stephen Crabtree came into the whole Sebastian Rogers scene in, I would say, April or May, probably May. I would say May. May or June even. But he came into the scene, and the first thing that he did when he came into the scene was he told lies, 3 lies, 3 pretty big lies. He said that the cops knew who had done this since like the second day. They talked about how, there was video of Sebastian, like video of him, which was that was not true. And that the third one, I forget the third one. He was just doing all the things. He was doing all the things, pretty much like, putting it into a category that, Katie probably did something to Sebastian. That's the way I felt about it. Well, he came out and he said, hey, I didn't mean to, do that. I shouldn't have said that. He took it back. And I was still all like, I don't know, buddy, because you still did it. But he's starting to redeem himself slowly but surely, I feel like. So we'll go through a couple of these videos, and he just kind of shows you what he does. Like the first video here is just him out on the boat. And he doesn't normally do videos live of him like on the water, doing water searches for Sebastian or anything like that, which I respect that. I respect that a lot for him. But he did do a little video just like out on the water here. So we'll watch it and then we'll just continue on from there.
So, a lot of times I don't post these. I'll do a live explaining everything that I did or whatever. But here's some things I want to address real quick. Is one of the things that me and the psychic sleep were talking about, Rochelle, is actually right here, this area right in here. So that is like part of the main channel. And what you got to remember is when it floods, a lot of rain, lots of torrential downpours, a lot of these inlets have like the little curves, right? They go into it. So stuff, especially in this river, stuff tends to go to those like little roundabouts is what I would call them.
And this
so
is
what
a
I'm
week
doing
ago.
is looking at everything underneath it. And then this will be one area that, that actually I've spent probably 3 days on it before I can say, hey, I don't see nothing that looks out of the ordinary. And I'm not going to tell y'all that, oh, I've got some stuff that I'm questioning. No, man, there's nothing in here. I'll just be straightforward with that.
So when they're saying, that they found items of interest, blah, 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 on July 11th, he's over here saying, no, you're going to find stuff like that. And the Cumberland, it's the Cumberland. But no, nothing like that's been found.
No,
by him
and
anyway.
if I did find anything, I definitely wouldn't tell anybody. There's things I'm questioning. So, but one of the main areas that we're focusing on, Rochelle and I, is this area right behind right here. So I will let everybody know. I find it, I'm a little aggravated, obviously, but we'll see how it goes from there. And when everything gets done, just try to move on to another location. So, a lot of times I don't post these. I'll do a lives explaining everything that I did or whatever.
Dagnabbit, Stephen. I was trying to get him to stop doing that so we can go back. Okay. That was just like one on the water. That one wasn't very that wasn't juicy or nothing. But
I'm sat here.
He starts to get a little upset in some of these. And I understand it. He is out there searching. He's taking his own time, his own boat, his own truck. That's miles on his truck, miles on his boat, his time. Time, you can't get that back. Like I'm a stickler for time. I'm always go, 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 go. I'm like that kind of person. And I do believe that, your time is valuable. So he is putting in the time. So whenever he comes out and he gets a little frustrated, I can totally understand why he's getting frustrated too.
And try to figure out a better way to deliver this because it just frustrates me. But I'm going to just be straightforward. Y'all have seriously lost it. Where do you get going to Sumner County Sheriff's Department to demand answers over Sebastian's case is going to solve anything? Because it's not. Do you understand there's other...
I wonder if he's going to be talking about Betty in this one. Because she's talking about doing protests and stuff.
There's things that they're involved in. Gallatin and Hendersonville are huge cities. They've grown tremendously. There's a lot of things going on. I understand the frustration of not having answers. I know because I've been out in the water for 2.5 months looking. I've also flown my drones over multiple locations, been out on land searching. I promise I can understand where you're frustrated. But going to a place like that and demanding answers when there is no answers. They're where they're at. In the same spot 5 months ago, they are still at. And at a point, you've got to understand that this doesn't look good. That it's like you're demanding focus on Sebastian, forget everybody else.
I figured that's who it was.
And I get it. We all care about Sebastian. We all want him brought home. We all want justice. But there's a problem when there ain't nothing there for them to give you. It's a big nothing burger, as Tim Bailey would say it. And
has anyone heard Betty? I haven't watched Betty in a while, but has she made any any plans to go back to Hendersonville?
Over the past month or so, all the rumors and the stuff being said, like the boy that come from up north that got arrested and had to be extradited down here, nothing to do with Sebastian.
Yeah.
But yet people said it did. Again, I can almost guarantee and assure that if they had anything, it would be out in the public, at least for the better part, if it didn't impede the investigation. I'm going to tell you, I talked to Shane today, and I'll tell you that he said some very wise things, being he's former law enforcement, retired. I think he has a lot of good things to say. And like you said, this does nothing. This isn't going to do anything. Honestly, kind of irritate them. Because you're going to demand answers from something they don't have. You want them to come out and give the public something. The moment they do come out and give you anything, you reject it and refute it. So what does it matter? Oh, well, that's not it, man. It can't be. That can't be true, right? But at the end of the day, it's you want answers for something that's not there. And I keep trying to tell y'all this. It's unfortunate. I know it is unfortunate. I don't want to believe it, that it's going to a cold case, but that's what it is. We have to be real. You mean to tell me that they're not even doing anything? Man, I can tell you the amount of houses I went and knocked on that said, hey, man, they've been out here 2 or 3 times, 4 times searching, going back over places. I can tell you.
Betty, stay your ass at home in Florida where you belong. You know what I mean? Don't go. Is she coming with anybody? Does anyone know that? Because she's been flying solo lately. And I almost am more concerned about a solo Betty than a Betty with a little bit of an army. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I don't know how unhinged Betty is. Let me know in the comments. But like on her regular scale, because we all know she's unhinged, but how unhinged is she right now? Is she Quentin Simon unhinged, or is she like Gabby Petito unhinged? I'm talking the cases. Those are cases that she worked the way she was unhinged. Just let me know. Because she's unhinged.
Tell you that they are heavily involved, because if you look at Caltapo and look at the law enforcement searching, there's different locations, whether it was Cumberland Furnace, Dixon area, or East Tennessee, like as it is now. Again, they know some things and they're having to keep it in a wrap because it involves an investigation. Other than that, there's nothing else for us to know. We're not privy to this information. Does Seth, Chris, and Katie deserve answers? Yes. But there is nothing. There is nothing. They're not going to give you anything that they didn't give you months ago, because it's where they're at. There's no new leads coming in. And if they are, they're, hell, somebody's done called because they think they saw him, or somebody's done this, or somebody's blew this. Hell, they've actually called to try to tell them that I was part of the problem and I'm related to the Bower Sox, believe it or not. Ain't that something?
Wow. Colin saying he's related to the Bower Sox.
And that's just a whim from what I heard. But at the end of the day, when you call and you stand there and you protest it for what, it's okay if it's a peaceful thing and you're just doing it to say, hey, I need them to say, hey, you see us. I hope you see us. We're here. But at the end of all of it, it's not going to do anything but ruffle feathers, piss people off, because you're trying to say an organization who I know does care doesn't.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate there is no new answers.
I mean, really, what would be the point of having a protest so early on? You know what I mean? People are already, we already know Sebastian's name. We already know he's missing. We already know there's not any new leads. What is her protest? I mean, like, I think of a protest after maybe, like, if I don't know, I'm just trying to think when there's like a problem. I feel like in this case, everything that they have, like the investigators have, they're probably keeping close to the vest, because they let Seth have a little bit of information and he told everybody. So he can't be trusted. Katie and Seth haven't said anything. Like, they haven't said they've been told what they've been told or anything. We know nothing from them. But Seth has been told things, and then he went and ran his mouth. So I think that's probably why the cops are not coming out and investigators are not coming out and giving anybody an update. Now, I don't know why they won't just come out and do a press conference. I'm assuming because it's at this point of level of craziness that the officers are like, okay, we should have maybe took care of this level of crazy like 3 months ago, but now it's just like too much to where, it's hard to kind of go back or go, when there's just, it's kind of like when you have a huge project in front of you and you're just like, you don't want to, that's how officers should be addressing us YouTubers, TikTokers. Stephen.
Somebody.
So Stephen, he's a searcher. He's just a searcher that wants to help try to find Sebastian. And he has a boat that he goes out and he searches in. But in the beginning of this case, I don't know if you heard for the beginning of the live, he came out and he's told a few fibs, pretty big fibs. But he is trying to redeem himself, and he is saying, hey, there's nothing else to really be doing right now. I mean, there's no other leads, and I'm agreeing with him right now.
Like myself, that spent a lot of time out.
But he does have a lot to say about Tony here in the next couple of videos.
There, like a lot. It's frustrating because I don't understand, and the more I try to make it make sense, I can't.
How should I make this bigger?
How does he just vanish?
I want to do that. Oh.
But in the interim of things, I want you to go across the U.S.
How
and
do I
look
go
at other
back?
cases identically the same and see what happens.
How do I go back?
We could demand it not be a cold
Sorry.
case, and at the end of the day, there's nothing we're going to do to fix that. It's just going to go that way. This young man's a 15-year-old who's been missing for 5 months. I can almost guarantee if there was anything new that was pertinent, Chris, Katie, and Seth would have known. You know, when the young woman was found, Trinity Ballstick, when she was found, do you know that the Sumner County Sheriff's Department was nice enough to call Seth ahead of time before Tony and any of us knew what was going on and say, hey, man, we just want you to know this is what's going on. It ain't him.
That's what the police should do.
We don't tell the public that, right? Nobody knows that. That's what they do. They reach out, man, when it's necessary. That's the.
You should see the Facebook groups, like all of the information, all of the posts that I was reading today. I mean, some of them were just so, like, I don't want to be mean, but like, it's like, did you reread what you wrote? Like, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I'll have to read some of them through to you guys. I was trying to go back up and find some real quick, but of course I'm at the bottom of the pile. I will, I'll read some to you whenever I can find them. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the next video while I'm looking for this, or play the rest of this one actually.
Problem. Going up here is showing.
That was the last of it. That was the end of it. Okay. That one wasn't that important, but these two, this one here, and then the next one, or the next one is the funniest one, I think, but this one is pretty.
So I've
pretty good to watch.
Seen all the messages. Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Look, man, I get it. That's their platform, though, and they're allowed to have any opinion and say what they want. It doesn't matter if it's dogging me or what it is, right? I don't know Chase personally like that. I don't know Betty personally like that. I will tell you that both of them have done a lot of good, positive things. I don't agree.
I'm wondering if he's talking about that chasing. Is it chasing crime? Like on TikTok, not on YouTube. Not YouTube's chasing, but TikTok's chasing. What was Nashville native said? I can't stand this guy. He always has been about fame and lying to be famous. It seems like that, huh? Wish he just shut his mouth. I wish he'd shut his mouth. Yeah, most people in Tennessee spend time on the lake. He's just pretending to search. Do you think that he really think he is? Do you think he just goes out there for like a couple minutes, maybe like an hour at a time? The TikTok girl, that's what I think too. Okay. That's what I thought too. Thanks, Jay. It's good to see you. So I thought that's probably who he was talking about.
I don't agree with the protest side of things. And that's just where I'm coming from. As far as Chase, I don't really have nothing to say. I like her content. Always have. I'll never change. It doesn't, despite if she's not talking about me, if she's doing something else, I'm most likely probably watch it, to be honest with you.
Hers isn't the same as Cajun's content, right? They don't like mimic each other because Cajun just gets on there for like 10 hours and just lets her kids, you know, her baby runs the panel certain times of the day, you know. Not saying nothing about her kid, her baby holds that panel down because that's the only thing that's talking, the only person that's making a noise. And her baby can't talk, it just oohs and ahs. But holds down that TikTok.
Y'all, there's no lies to tell. At the end, y'all keep sending me all this stuff, and I again appreciative of it. But hey, for what, man? That is their platform and their God-given right to be able to talk about whatever they want. I will never take away somebody or feel that I need to take away from somebody being able to say how they feel and what they care about, right? Or whatever they may be passionate about, or their opinion about whatever they may be passionate about. What I'm telling y'all is there's no need for me to just be, oh man, blah, 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 and go back and forth. There's just not. I have disagreements with certain things, and that's just it. What I will tell you is I do not like a certain somebody that has texted me and told me to keep his name out of my mouth, because I'm gonna tell you, like a bitch, you sit in group text messages and control a narrative.
Oh, who's he talking about? Who's he talking about? Is he talking about Tony Phony Baloney? I'm going back. I thought this was on the second video.
whatever they may be passionate about or their opinion about whatever they may be passionate about. What I'm telling y'all is there's no need for me to just be like, oh man, blah, 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 and go back and forth. There's just not. I have disagreements with certain things, and that's just it. What I will tell you is I do not like a certain somebody that has texted me and told me to keep his name out of my mouth, because I'm gonna tell you, like a bitch, you sit in group text messages and control a narrative. Ever since you've been a part of this, it's became like fucking catastrophically unhinged. I will tell you that. I think you're the sole purpose and reason why a lot of this drama is here, to be honest with you, especially
boom. He's letting them have it.
Creators, like because a lot of these creators I don't think had problems until you would be involved. What I will tell you is stop telling people you held my fucking hand. 2.5 months ago, which it has been 2.5 months. You helped me set up my Lowrances because I was having an issue with an overlay issue. Do you know that I continue to have to change my settings because I go from bedrock to like silt, and there's rocks everywhere. So again, a lot of things change all the time depending on what depth and where you're at. So you being this sonar god and that you held my hand, dude, shut up, because you didn't. I talked to you twice. Why don't you tell people the fucking truth, man? That the immense amount of times that we have spoken, that the reality behind talking about Sebastian was it's not been hardly any. It's maybe been the first couple of weeks we were talking. After that, it's been about fishing and other things. And I even said, man, I think it's a positive thing that you're going to move to a network. But then I realized, you told me that, oh, y'all are going to move to the bigger networks and only deal with Betty. Which is not a problem. What did I tell you? I said, man, that's a great idea. That's what needs to happen.
That's interesting. Did you see Pascal's last short on Sebastian? He is going on Court TV again. Is this a new one? Is he going on there again? Or is that an old short video? Like when you go into the short videos, do you go in the comments? Do the comments, are they like from like new or are they old comments? And thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I'm like, what's he going to say? What's he going to do? Why is he back in the case? Really? Just recently, was he? Jay, I'd run. I'd be scared of that, man. I don't understand him. I don't understand him.
But then I find out it's because you're essentially behind the scenes in a group text message. Honestly, a group text message where you're controlling the whole narrative. Oh, got to put this out. Don't do that. Don't do this. Oh, you need to do this. Daddy T now to everybody. Is that what it is? I swear, dude. At the end of the day, I think this whole thing's blew up into something that it shouldn't have. Do this text message group. Honestly, a group text message where you're controlling the whole narrative. Oh, got to put this out. Don't do that. Don't do this. Oh, you need to do this. Daddy T now to everybody. Is that what it is?
Daddy T.
I swear, dude. At the end of the day, I think this whole thing's blew up into something that it shouldn't have. And it's unfortunate it's behind a young man's name. And it irritates the shit out of me because there's a lot of us like narc divers who's been here since the beginning. Do they get any credit? No, not at all. And they've been in this water. That's what's crazy to me. I didn't even know who they were, and I just found out about them. And then, yet you would have thought that y'all would have at least recognized their effort, but you don't. You don't like anybody that's not a part of y'all's circle. That's what it is, or the T circle. That's what it is. Because again, I don't think any of this has to do with the family part of it. This has to deal with one individual that, tells me, keep my name out your mouth, but yet you're fucking doing it behind doors. And I mean, it may not be you publicly coming out and saying anything, but it's you running your fucking mouth like a girl to the little group text. I'm fed up with this shit, to be honest with y'all. It's honest.
I want to be a part of the group text. Jay, maybe you should. Maybe you should reach out to him. We want to be part of the group text. That was back in May, wanted to have a conversation. I said he could come on panel and he wouldn't unless I called him. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Like he almost like not maybe he wanted to give you questions to read for him, or maybe he was trying to be sneaky and then get your number. Like, get your number somehow and then have something to hold over you if you didn't do your show a certain way for him. I'll think like that because he's Tony be crazy. And Tony is getting all of his ways, all of his, I feel like his sneaky ways. I think that he's learning off of those TikTokers too. Like they're all feeding off each other. No offense to people that do TikToks. I mean, I do TikTok. I mean, I put them on there, but you know what I mean. I don't do TikTok, but I do post every once in a while, so I can't lie.
Honestly, getting ridiculous. The whole idea of me dropping back is honestly because I think this one individual is a joke, and he's made a mockery of shit. And at the
Watch, everyone's gonna have to start calling him Daddy T now, just like a turtle boy.
end of the day,
something else, but I didn't want to be mean.
There's nothing else for me to do. I can't spend all this extra time out here when it makes no sense. When y'all did honestly the best thing for the situation is bring it private. But now I'm a piece of shit because I'm gonna stop doing it, right? Yeah, whatever, dude. Y'all are so amped up on trying to discredit or talk shit that's all that matters. Nothing else. I find it hilarious. Let's talk about this for a minute. I also got blamed for your fucking mishap, bud. The suspicious objects or whatever, objects of interest on News Channel 2. Do you know that when a news network puts out information, right? Just FYI, when a news network puts out information such as News 2, News 4, anybody, they have to cite something like that, where that information came from. So not that they would build this all on their own. That is a shock value right there. That is something that's like very important to the audience and people who care.
Yeah.
So they have to cite where that information came from. Just saying.
They don't really need to cite what.
So I've seen all the messages, but have you seen this? Have you seen?
Was he saying that news organizations have to cite their sources? Because no, they don't. We hear it all the time. My source told me. My source. But oh no, my source. I hate that. I hate the words my source just as much as I hate the saying it is what it is. If we could take that out of the English dictionary or out of our vocabulary, not maybe the words because we need the words, but it is what it is. I hear that 50 times a day. I swear I do. I need someone to come pick up most of the YouTubers in Tennessee, please, and ship them somewhere else. A lot of them are here in Ohio. I was like, I live in Ohio. And when I first came on the platform, I had no idea how many people in true crime were from Ohio. I was like, oh my gosh, get away from me. So there was one more, and I think it was this one. That's the last one I was going to show you guys from Steven here.
I find it funny, man.
And this is pretty funny. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny because he's poking at Tony.
Old Big Bad T don't want the truth out. That's what it is. You know damn well I didn't fucking blow y'all up. You over here, oh, he blew me up, Cajun, and everybody heard it. No, I didn't, dude. You're just mad. Look what you just did. I mean, you got me bananaed because your little minions got upset because I was calling you out.
What's bananaed mean? He got bananaed. What's that mean? When you get bananaed. Oh my God, I'm not young. Like getting like peeled, getting like told what's up. Is that what that means? Like, I don't know. I'm over here guessing. Oh, okay. It's more like, it's for like the TikTok, the bananas for TikTok, right? Because it says, what does it mean to get bananas on TikTok? Let's see. What does it mean to get banana on live? Oh, yeah, okay. Instead, you got to be more like poke the wall. You guys will let me know. Everyone's banned on YouTube or on TikTok? Or is that what it means? Banned on TikTok? Okay. I thought you all were saying you're banned on TikTok because there's a lot of people that are banned. Okay, so okay. Yeah, see, look at y'all, man. Okay, well, whatever. Let's take it back a little bit, and y'all are smarter than us.
Got me bananaed because your little minions got upset because I was calling you out.
Oh, so that's why he did? Okay, we're gonna go back. We're doing it
I find it
over.
funny, man.
All right, we're doing it over.
Old Big Bad T don't want the truth out. That's what it is. You know damn well I didn't fucking blow y'all up. You over here, oh, he blew me up, Cajun, and everybody heard it. No, I didn't, dude. You're just mad. Look what you just did. I mean, you got me bananaed because your little minions got upset because I was calling you out.
Do you think that old Tiki Talk Tony took to his own page because his page is gone? The old Caleb Hay, remember I said in the beginning? I know, learning the TikTok language, like Roxy Lady me, I know, right? I was like, I don't even know what that meant. So I know. Can you just say banned? I guess we're not, well, welcome into, if you're in the adulthood part of life, because there's so many words out now that I would never use, but people do use them and they're like my age. And I'm like, don't use that. I'm trying to think of a word, but they are out there. Yes, please hit the like button. Yeah, why can't they say that? I was gonna say something else and I can't remember what I was gonna say. It's not important.
So I've seen all.
What just happened?
I find it funny, man. Dude, you're just mad. Look what you just did. I mean, you got me bananaed.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about the his TikTok page. So I'm wondering if that's why his TikTok page is down. Because Tony Mathis had the TikTok page that was Caleb Harris's. He took it over. That one is completely gone. It is gone. Maybe he stole Seth's. I should go look.
Because your little minions
I will.
got upset because I was calling you out. Why? Because you're a liar? Because you're a little puppet master back here? It's funny how you're like, oh, I don't care. I got thick skin. Yet the man with the thickest skin is hiding behind a bunch of women. That's what you're doing, bud. I think you are a joke. You are a joke. See, I found out the truth about you, and I knew the truth about you the whole time. That's what's funny. When you tried to do what you did to me on that live about the video footage, but most people went back. They were smart. I may have said some things that were a little twisted, but I corrected them because I've always been man enough to do that. That's I don't have to hide behind women. I can come out and say when I make a mistake. See, you can't. See, right now, you keep pushing that whole agenda.
He said I don't have to hide behind women. Look at his comment section. I'm just saying. Wait, there's Chucky. There's one. We got one dude. Okay, Steven.
That I called you and I blew you up and I'm upset. Why don't you tell them the truth about the conversation that happened at 10:29 on Saturday? Because you called me. I returned the call. I didn't call you after that. You called me again. I didn't answer. That's weird. You won't tell nobody that, though.
Why is Tony reaching out to all these people? It is weird. Does he need content?
The conversation was the reason why I was upset. And you said, well, man, you're upset for not knowing all the answers and all the details. You should have called me. Blah, blah. I said, yeah, I was upset because I didn't know it was a private search. I didn't know that was the case. I thought it was a public thing. I thought y'all had people there. I didn't even watch the damn article, man. It wasn't until you told me, hey, man, no, we went private. And what did I say to you? What did I say? I said, dude, that's amazing. Y'all should have been private. It's the best thing could have happened. Don't tell people that neither, right? See, the funny thing about me and you is, bud, I know my character. I know who I am. I don't have to hide behind anybody. I'm right here. I can say exactly how I feel, how I mean it. For everybody that talks shit about me, they're allowed to do that. But they're all jokes in my opinion too. Every one of them. I sit there and I try to be the nice person. I'm like, I'm not going to let it make me mad. I'm going to push it off. I'll just do what I do best. But I'll tell you this. I think every one of y'all is a disgrace. to any part of the missing. And honestly, a spokesperson, nah, dog, you ain't a spokesperson. You're a pathological liar. That's what you are. You're a salesman. Just saying. Good bullshitter. That's all. You have people trying to eat out of the palm of your hand that do a certain way, but God forbid somebody come out and show you the actual proof.
How does he sell cranes? Think about it. Really, I mean, would you buy a crane off of Tony Mathis? He couldn't give me a free meal for free. Literally,
The phone records and the calls, right? You don't want to do that. So hey, shoes on your foot. Show me what you got. Show me I called you. Show me I blew you up. Or show them the text message you sent me. Or you talk about keep my name out your mouth. I don't want to do that neither, do you? You're a joke, bud. At the end of the day, I'm done with all this. I'm done. It's the last time you're going to hear me even address any of this shit. Everybody that's doing all this, y'all are nothing but a big joke. You have made a fucking absolute mockery out of all this. And it's a damn shame. You know, somebody to be so spokesperson like. I don't know. I don't understand. Do better, but I don't think you can.
He's the worst spokesperson ever. That's ever been. That's ever was. Can we think of a worse spokesperson? I don't think we can. I really don't. So, okay, now we're done with Stephen. That's what I keep wanting to call him, Stephen. Stephen. I already showed you guys that. So then they were talking about earlier, you know, how he was saying that to sensationalize, articles and things of that nature, people will say things and to get a rise out of like just kind of clickbait and stuff like that nature. Well, he was talking about how the last search for Sebastian had items that were items that came up that were items of interest, I guess. Well, there is a recording on Cajuns, the girl that is always all up on like the lives with Tony. There was a recording on her page, and I'm going to play it. And it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like that they're retracting what they said. So we'll play it. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think of it. But I'll play it here for you. Because I saw it on her page earlier. She wasn't live, but she was, she's usually live, sorry. But she did post this video. And we normally we actually watched over that. What was it? Just the other day. Probably the same day that they had the boat search. And they said, that there were items of interest that were found. And we were all like, oh, wonder what it could be. Because we're like, items of interest, finding them in the Cumberland River this long after, Sebastian's been missing. I wonder what it could be. But I guess there wasn't any items of interest found.
Tony, Jamie Vaughn from News 2. Just wanted to clear up any misinformation that we have always reached out to you and Seth. You guys did not reach out to us last week or this week for the follow-up search story.
Now, why would they need to clarify that? Why is Tony doing that? Why is he saying that everyone's calling him? He is not calling anybody. And now he's making people say it on a recording? No, you didn't reach out to us. We reached out to you. Nope. You never reached out to us. We reached out to you. I don't know. That's weird.
And we have reported on the items of interest in great detail and updated the search on the water. And we reached out to you guys for that information and continue to call police daily for updates, as well as check in with you and Seth on a regular basis. Thanks. Bye.
Tony, Jamie Vaughn, News 2. Just wanted to clear up any misunderstanding in our phone conversation yesterday about the items in the search on the water. You were very, very clear to me that those items were looked at and cleared and not related to the Sebastian case. Sorry that didn't come through in our short story that we ran just as a quick update yesterday. Hope that helps. Bye.
I saw that there was a phone call between him and Barbecue Lady. But was that the one that was on Kathy P's? Because I saw it right before my live, literally right before the live started. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to watch this to see what it's about, what's going on. But if you guys let me know, I'll definitely go over there if you tell me the timestamp. I think I know where it is. Like kind of approximately, but yeah, let me know and we'll play it. Because I know that there was a new little phone call. Yeah. Yeah, he just wants the attention. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what kind of attention. I mean, I guess he just wants some attention. His wife has even said to him, like straight up said to him, I don't like the way that you're being portrayed on the internet because people are coming after me. And instead of him getting off the platform and being a good little husband, he tells his wife she can shut her YouTube down or her TikTok down. Like, who does that? Who does that? Yeah, it's the 41 minutes. It's a little after the 41 minute. And then that's what because whenever I went over there, I had already all my windows open. And I was like, oh, she played the same thing I did, like with the Stephen Crabtree. Like, that's the Stephen Crabtree stuff. I think it's like more up here. Let's see. Who was the phone call between? It was between Tony and who was the other person? It was Tony and someone. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right one. Hey, Wee Frosty Ewok, thank you for becoming a member. You changed your picture. Oh, it's adorable. I like your other one though. I'm gonna have to get used to this one. But this one's cute. I like the little flower. Oh, that's cute. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So, okay, I'm gonna try to find it. I saw that it was on Kathy's. Let's see, where were we just at? Was it between? Because there's a couple, so it was on Tony and Barbecue. Okay, I couldn't remember the other person's names. I've never really messed with that Barbecue Lady before, so I don't really know like who she is. So, is this her, or is this Cajun, or is this Barbecue Lady? Because if it is, we'll play it from here. Because I'm thinking it is. Or is this Cajun? You guys are better with this than I am. And isn't Ewok the best? It is. You still have both? Okay. I think they're both cute. I think that one's cute with the little flower, though. Mine, I do that, though. Like, when I change my profile picture, people be I feel like people look at it like, who is that? His wife, what was it? It's just as vile as him. Really? One of the last lives on TikTok, I went in a while back. She was so rude to the chat. Really, sweetie cake? Oh man, I'd like to see that. I would love to see that. I would like to see that. I really would. So this is Cajun. Okay, that's what I thought. And I was like, I don't think this is her. So maybe it's a little bit further down. Like, maybe this is it. Yeah, I bet you this is it. Yeah, unedited version of TikTok Tony calling into barbecue on her live. And this is from Kathy P's Let's Talk About It channel. I'm going to drop her link into the chat. As soon as I figure out, I think she's trying to figure out where it's at actually.
No sound, why?
I think she's trying to figure out where
I've reported.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
This is barbecue. The water, the wave, that's ocean. Tammy V is barbecue's friend. She was one of the ones those two were gone at by Tony's girls. They were all part of the same clique. Hey, Granny, how are you? How was your vacay? Hey, Bama G. But she's calling Tony out for shit.
but you're calling my daughter fat and lazy, and your little 2 a.m. girls are over there saying they're gonna cut my fucking brakes.
What? Okay, we need to go back on that.
Who was live where?
I've literally been watching.
Why are you guys saying that you're gonna have somebody cut my fucking brakes? Why are you calling my daughter fat, lazy, and unmotivated? And why are you saying my house is full of dog shit and piss, and so is my backyard? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God.
You and Ocean and Chase, Tony.
What?
They listen to me.
No, you guys have
Who's
fucking
not
doxed
cleaning up the
me.
poop
Your
in the
little bitches
backyard?
have put my business, my personal fucking business. You had somebody call my fucking phone the other day and call me the N-word. It's your account. You run the Harley guy account. I've reported all this shit to my attorney.
Harley guy? Who's Harley guy?
Tony,
I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Now I gotta go over
I
here.
have been watching the RNC with my wife all night. I have not been on TikTok. I have not.
yeah, I'm
talked to
replaying
these
a phone
girls
call.
tonight at all. At all. So if somebody's
Listen.
doing that, I don't even know who's live right now to know which one you're talking about.
I'm not talking about a live, Tony. I'm talking about all the shit that you have puppeteered and puppet mastered with all your little friends. Okay? Tell me this. Just tell me this.
Wow. Okay, is that it? Wait, Kathy, did you pause the video, Kathy? Kathy, where you at?
I have access.
Oops. I think it just like stopped for a second. So
Tell me this. Just tell me this.
He said, I don't care enough.
Did
What a
you
lie.
look, and that's
have
how
access?
the peen happened before. Because this is a blue or green screen. I didn't know that. I did not know that it was like that on TikTok.
To the Harley guy account.
Stephanie,
Yes or no?
children, listen to me.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because I've got a handful of people that have said from your group chats that you had access to that.
I will tell you this. I promise you on my children, the
Where is Tony in all this? I don't even see his little marker on here. Oh, it's because his big head's over here. I see him now. Man, awkward silence. Anybody? Come on. She needs to hit the play button.
eyes on my children.
Then whose is it?
I have no clue
You
who
just,
did.
y'all need to go watch some Dr. Phil episodes, because all the experts always said on the good old Dr. Phil, if somebody goes right away to on my kids or on my mom or something, they're not being truthful.
No, or if they say to you, this is like my favorite part when people say, to be honest, or I'm going to be honest with you right now. And it's like, well, you're not honest with me all the time, you know? Yeah, I'm not knowing if I don't know if I am either. Where's the rest of Tony's?
And that's the
why didn't they show Tony's head in this? Why is he blocked out? Why is he, you know?
experts, not me. I'm just telling you what the experts said.
Gave it up there.
If
You think about it. He just said not Seth or Tony.
I'll give you 10
Yep.
million.
I don't want your money. I don't need your money.
That's
I got
cool,
my own
Cindy.
money. Remember,
You
I
just
got a
said
puppy
Seth
mill
or
going
Tony.
on.
When you and I had a simple conversation, it's not Seth's account. It's not my account.
Then whose is it? Whose
I
is
have
it?
no clue.
Well, what would I tell?
Is Tony like sick or something?
What
Conversations I've had.
what would you say? What would you say if I have a screenshot of the chat saying that Seth made that account? You took the account over. So whose is it? Ocean's or Chase's? Whose is it?
You don't have it from my chat.
Whose is it?
What is
It's
it?
never even been talked about.
Whose is
in my
it?
chat.
Hold on a
Whose
second.
is
What'd she
it?
say? Wait,
Why do you?
you go back, lady. Is this the account that we're all been talking about? The Caleb account? Sorry.
To on
My
my
back rubber
kids
fur.
or on my mom
Sorry.
or something, they're not being truthful.
Yeah.
And that's the experts, not me. I'm just telling you what the experts said.
Kathy.
Gave it up there.
If
If you think about it, he just said not Seth or Tony.
I'll give you 10
Yep.
grand.
I don't want your
Yeah,
money. I
that's what
don't
I
need your
heard.
money.
That's
I
cool,
got my
Queen
own
Bee.
money. Remember, I got a puppy mill going on.
When you and I had a simple conversation, it's not Seth's account. It's not my account.
Then whose is it? Whose
I
is
have
it?
no clue.
Well, what would I tell? What would you say? What would you say if I have a screenshot of the chat saying that Seth made that account? You took the account over. So whose is it? Ocean's or Chase's? Whose is it?
You don't have it from my chat.
Whose is it?
It's never even been talked about.
Whose is
in my
it?
chat.
Whose is it? Why do you guys play fucking games like this? It's so petty. You guys literally.
She has the screenshot.
You and your little fucking people are over there talking about me, talking about my mom, talking about my daughter. No, I am. Yeah, because
Hey, Casual Art. Hey, see something, say something. Yeah, hey, T. Marie. That's okay. You be you, Queen Bee. It's totally spelled different, and the way you have your crowns, it's really cool. Hey, Christina. Yeah. Hey, KCG. Good to see you. She
Sorry, I was
actually
reading the chat.
has receipts, by the way. I brought this up about the anon this
Who was
Harley
jamming out the
account
Kid
on
Rock?
TikTok probably when I first started showing you guys, because I was the first one that caught them on a TikTok live, and I was smart enough to record it and go live with it. It was cool because then everybody got turned on and nothing was missed. But because they would go live late at night and they'd sit there for hours.
We're gonna go back to it.
you fucking lied that all those people were in the phone call and none of them were. Only Ocean was, and you fucking lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
You're a liar. You're a liar because I talked to Chats and Bertha. They weren't even on the phone call.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
The phone call was initiated.
Wow.
All 6 people.
And only one person answered.
I was driving, and I saw
Okay,
6
so
people.
the wave is not Ocean. I believe the wave is Barbecue. Where'd Tammy V go?
I was like,
She
where's
dropped down?
Barbecue?
Or she changed her name to Crime Tiger. She might have. I noticed Chaps is there. Okay.
Were invited to the call. I thought we were all talking, but Chaps and Bertha lied to you. They were on that call.
There's so many new people.
That's a fucking lie.
Where's your proof?
Right there's
Tony?
Chaps.
The one, this digging that you're talking about, I'm telling you right now that the 2 that were doing all the personal digging were those 2.
Okay.
What 2?
And Phoenix,
That's a fucking lie.
Ocean, and Chase were in
I'm not
little.
saying they didn't do things to hurt you, but they didn't do the personal stuff.
They all did. Chase held fucking lives talking about me. Literally talking about me.
Where is this
She
coming
did.
from today? Because today,
What do you mean? Where's it coming from today, Tony? Y'all did lives talking about her and talking about what happened to her at her.
Kathy.
I don't even want to. It was a really bad situation. With
Tony tried to say he was 40
when
something.
she was a kid. With what
Remember
happened?
that? Remember that? He did. He tried to say he was like 47 or something like that. Now, I don't remember who told me that. I don't remember what live it was on, but I remember it came to my attention and I said, there ain't no way. Because that's my brother's age. And my brother, my brother Tony, which is such a shame that my brother has to change his name now, you know? Like literally, I'm never going to call him by his name again. My brother, Anthony, doesn't look anything like Tony. 52, that sounds more like it than 47. I heard 47. I said, nah.
I'd heard with her mom and stuff.
Get back to the phone call and hear them yell at
Other
each
than
other.
Maddie, who's my friend.
We hear them yell at each other
Please,
for
guys,
us.
Pineapple.
I don't know where.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, and she doesn't do anything to you.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not anybody that's
You need to rein in your shit, okay? Because if you wanna trudge down this hill and you want everybody to be supportive.
Just think of this right now. This is all about supposed to be about a missing kid. Have we heard them say Sebastian's name? I mean, it's like, if you want to pick fights with each other, you could have did that without having to be a spokesperson for a missing child. You can get on TikTok any day of the week, any time of the day. And I'm sure you could find yourself a little live that you could go into and chit chat away with some older women, if that's what it is that you want to do, Tony. Because if you were my husband, your butt would have been off the damn internet the first time you got on the internet. You would have been right off of it. Don't even look at a keyboard, I tell you. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at a keyboard. Computer monitor, you don't even know what that is. I'll give you a cell phone that doesn't have any online capability because he's crazy. This is Tony talking to her. He's trying to sound like he's all like relaxed or something. Like, I don't know if he's sick or he's on like a benzo or what.
Stop, and you're on
Stephanie,
set.
I don't care. I don't care who's supportive. I give you my word. I would not talk.
You're interrupting me, first of all. Yeah, you have everybody else do it. You had a texting conversation with numerous people, and you said, I want you to dig. You need to rein in your shit, okay? Because if you wanna trudge down this hill and you want everybody to be supportive and all this stuff, and you're on Seth.
I don't care. I don't care who's supportive. I give you my word. I would not talk.
You're interrupting me, first of all. Yeah, you have everybody else do it. You had a texting conversation with numerous people, and you said, I want you to dig up dirt on blah, 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 blah. And I was one of them. And you guys came after me because I said an opinion that I thought Seth was taking advantage of this whole situation as a money grab. And that's what I said. And that's when the bullshit fucking started. And I'm like,
oh, that's what she did. You can't go around and say that, because Tony ain't gonna like it.
allowed to have an opinion.
No,
Anyone is allowed.
You can't have it. You cannot have an opinion. Nope. Remember before, Seth sent out cease and desist saying that you couldn't talk about him or his kid. How'd those cease and desists ever work out for him?
To have an opinion.
Whatever did such a.
And that's when all the shit started. Dude, I've got.
And she's so right. And that's exactly what happened. That's
what he does.
Her and Tammy said. Tony went off the deep end. And yes, he had his the rest of his 2 a.m. crew go with them.
2 a.m.
They went hard.
Is that when Barbecue Lady, I guess, was off of the channel? Like off the TikToks with them?
Tony's lying.
So many fucking people. I've been doxxed. This is your little crew. You picked them.
It's not my little.
You talk to them all the time. You just love Ocean. These are your late night girls. I mean, literally, like, that's all they fucking talk about is you, Tony.
You sit on lives all day and night, talk shit about people. I mean, let's get this fucking.
I don't sit all night and all day.
If you want to get trashy,
then let's get trashy, Tony. What the fuck?
Do you want me to show you what it's like when I'm involved?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
Because you'll be on a live crying.
What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't make me cry, Tony.
Did you hear what Tony said? Did you hear what Tony said? Do you want me to show you what it's like when I get involved? Who the fuck is he? Hey, Marie.
Who?
Yeah.
Is it Pascal? Was Pascal really the one that hooked these two up? I mean, because, Pascal, come on. What were you thinking, dude? I mean, I guess you weren't. I mean, but.
Exactly. Here comes phony Tony Baloney. But yeah, he did do that.
I mean, if you think about it, if I was Seth, I would be kind of hesitant that another grown man wants to come help me find my missing kid when he hasn't even found the first missing kid that he's supposed to be helping a family find. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're just going to take off from Caleb's search site and come down here and help me because I emotionally need you more. That's like that didn't make sense the first time they said it. It doesn't make sense today. Seth emotionally needed me to be there for him. No, Seth is a grown man. He's a grown man.
He did just say that. Can
And
I
he's
back
been
that
alone for a little while, so I think he knows what it's like.
up on TikTok? Oh, it goes back 3 seconds? Okay. I don't know how these...
What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't make me cry, Tony. I don't care if I live in a fucking trailer. I'll show you my trailer tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
My kids are all adults.
Why do I feel like this is something we've already thought
My
about?
kids are all adults, motherfucker.
Didn't
Wow.
you just say
Any
good job,
fucking
mama?
kids, motherfucker.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck
What?
you.
Ooh, that escalated.
Fuck you all day, dude.
I wasn't gonna laugh. I wasn't even gonna laugh until the end. Until the end. Fuck you, Tony. I'm sorry, but it's like whoever can say it the loudest, it means it's the most powerful, I guess. But I want to go back and listen to that. I know there's a lot of effings, but I want to hear it again.
Because you'll be on a live crying.
What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't make me cry, Tony.
Did you hear what
I don't
Tony
care
said?
if I live in
Yeah, he said, "What are you gonna do? Like sit on live and cry or something like that?"
Did you hear what Tony said? Do you want me to show you what it's like when I get involved?
Oh,
Who
I
the
understand
fuck
I'm
is
crying.
he? Hey, Marie. Yeah, exactly. Here comes phony Tony Baloney. But yeah, he did do that. He did just say that. Can I back that up on TikTok? Oh, it goes back 3 seconds? Okay. I don't know how these...
Live crying.
What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't make me cry, Tony. I don't care if I live in a fucking trailer. I'll show you my trailer tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
My kids are all adults.
Good job, mama.
My kids are all adults, motherfucker.
Didn't you just say good job, mama?
Kids, motherfucker.
Yep.
He is poking her.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you all day, dude. You're a fucking puss. You called me a hoe?
Can't get you a man.
I don't want one.
Oh, Tony! It's such a bad look. What is going on? Are they fighting? Are they fighting Jay? So they have material?
Can't get one.
Is this kind of like the TikTok version of YouTubers when they go at it?
The fuck I couldn't. At least I ain't paying Chase's fucking phone bill and buying her fucking groceries.
Trailer trash.
Yeah, this is the real
Oh.
you, Tony. This is what I wanted to come out. You know what?
You pulled out of me.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, because this is who you really are.
You know what? I can be like you if you want me.
I'm not like you, Tony. I'm nothing fucking like you.
Your life's a train wreck.
No,
Your whole life's a train wreck.
that's what you think because you're over there.
Mom of the year.
Dude, my daughter's sitting.
He just said "Mom of the Year." Wow, what are you doing, Tony?
Your life ain't good. You're barely even at home with your
Dream sister.
You fucking think.
My life's a
You
dream.
think this would be faked? These are some pretty brutal things they're saying back and forth.
Everybody that knows me knows that. That's why they laugh.
I don't think anybody wants to know you, Tony.
Well, good. You're calling me and reaching out to me. I didn't reach
Because I'm tired of your fucking shit, and you know what? You
Yep.
showed your true colors
my
tonight.
shit. It's not my shit. Why don't
Barbecue's
you find
bacon.
the people that are fucking with you? It hadn't been me.
They're your friends. You put them up to it.
This is
Put
crazy.
nobody up to it. I got other shit to do. Than
Like what?
Somebody like you.
Like what?
I
Like
got
watching
other
RMC.
shit to do other than
Then why don't you start fucking doing it? 'Cause
I mean, how do you go about that though? If it's going to be faked like that, you can call me this. Oh man, I don't know. I'd be so
I do
much.
my shit.
I do it every day.
I don't think like, oh, I'll be out fishing. I'm fishing. I'm
Cross
fishing.
my mind, Stephanie.
I don't give a
People
fuck.
like you.
I don't fuck with people like you. You are scum of the fucking earth, Tony. Scum. I am a mom. He hung up. Fucking stupid bitch. And I'm so glad this is on the live.
I feel like this is like Jerry Springer if they had the cuss words in there.
That phone call was like 15 minutes ago. Body, I know.
Keep putting in that work. Keep putting in.
Wow. 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 Okay. Let me turn my camera back on. Am I never mind. Okay. I thought that said something about my audio again. I was about to be upset. Is that available? Is that woman available for dating? Squeaky Wheel, I'm sure if you ask very nicely, she might tell you to go and F yourself. She was on one, wasn't she? I think everything that Tony does also has a script to it. I really do. Now I wonder if they just, decide. Like, I just don't know how people decide to do those how it even works. Like you say this, and then I'm going to come back with this, and then I'm going to come back with this. I don't know. My feelings would get hurt. My feelings would get hurt. She want to grow her TikTok. That is true. She probably does, I'm sure. Cajun, I was wondering if she was going to be live tonight, but she's not as of right now. And I was going to go over to, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, the narc divers that were in for Sebastian's, I guess, search / I guess now it would have been a recovery if it was in water, but for the search. Now, I don't really remember seeing them out there searching a whole lot. I do remember him coming out with a phone call, and the main guy for narc divers, he came out with a phone call between him and Chris Proudfoot, and I remember him putting that online. And then after that, I didn't really hear from narc divers for a while. It seemed like they were kind of like out, like just kind of out with when everyone else left. So now they're back. They've got some things they want to share. Let me go back here. This is their video I was going to share with you guys, but he basically did a couple like short videos I watched. I watched these like last week, but I just didn't bring them up to you because they were only 5 minutes long, and I was like, well, why am I going to do with a 5-minute video? But I figured we would just go through it. And so 3 weeks ago, it says 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers missing for months. Where could he be? And then on the other 2 videos, he comes out and he talks about Seth. Now I'm wondering, let me go to this one.
Crash course.
Let's see, is Seth, does he have any live scheduled? Look at that, he does. Exclusive interview with Mr. Joe Petito. Wow, have you saw this, Jay? Have you seen this? And he took a break. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. He's got, man, I didn't, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Joe Petito is a class A man, okay? I like Joe Petito. Who's going to ask the questions? Joe? Because I don't see Seth asking Joe questions. But okay. Oh man. You were just looking at that yet. I'm like, oh, well, let's see if there's anybody in the chat yet, because I'm nosy. Nope. Subscribers for 20 minutes or longer. Well, I ain't subscribing, I already told y'all I ain't doing that. I ain't giving them the I'll give them the view, but I ain't giving them the subscription.
For Crash Course.
But we'll listen to him, and if we'll listen to what Narc Divers has to say. I was listening to this a little bit earlier, or actually we'll listen to the video before this. Kind of see what they have to say, what they think, what's going on. Because I haven't heard these yet all the way through. I heard this one like a few minutes of it, but I didn't get to hear it all the way through.
Narc Divers.
Now, if this guy right here turns out to be like a fraud, phony, whatever too, then I give up on search and recovery people. especially dive teams. I'm throwing in the towel if it comes out to be like that. And that's what I hope it's not Bullhorn Betty. But it's not, I mean, I don't want to say this, but if I had to be questioned between Bullhorn Betty and Seth, I'd probably pick Bullhorn Betty because at least her questions would be structured a little more, you know? I don't know. Look at me. I'm right there. Why am I on my own timeline or For You page? It's beyond
Sebastian
me.
Rogers went missing on February 26th, 2024 in Sumner County, Tennessee, in the area of Stafford Court. I want to get into a couple different things, just my perspective on the case and all the searches that we did. So as many of you know, us alone, along with countless search crews, the sheriff's office, emergency management, fire department, private investigators, private search parties, people you've never even heard of, boots on the ground searching for this little kid, Sebastian Rogers. Like I said, he went missing on February 26th, 2024. We went down there. We searched the cemetery that is east of his house, hit a couple trails, and we searched countless areas, lots of different waterways. From my experience, I've had access to the official search map. That 5-mile radius has been extensively searched. And what I mean by that, I've been a part of a lot of searches where we don't cover that much ground, is what I'm trying to say. And we still find the person in a much shorter period of time, whether that was with the drone or a canine, dive team, witnesses seeing someone, last phone ping. Sometimes people leave notes, little clues, and there are like no clues to this case. People have pointed fingers. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just saying the amount of area that has been searched for this young man is pretty much been exhausted. There's still I believe there's a canine person down there searching. I don't know what a lot of these people are doing as far as needle in a haystack. And I know from experience that sometimes that's what that takes, or what it takes to find people. But I don't know if the official topo map's been publicly accessible, but I've seen that map on multiple occasions. I've seen it being updated, and just the search perimeter, like I said, the 5-mile radius that has been searched, and no one's come up with anything. To this day, I still don't know if the dogs did or didn't hit. As far as Sin article, I don't know how that was done. There's a lot of vagueness to this case, not a lot of updates, but I just wanted to make this video to get Sebastian's name out there again, and I don't like to leave people in the dark. So Sebastian's been missing for quite some time now, and my capabilities is what I'm trying to make this video about. I didn't just abandon Sebastian. So as far as my capabilities, I hate to sound dark, but unless he's in a barrel or something like that, at this point in time, as far as a person being decayed, I am not going to be able to find them on sonar or sign imaging with my setup. I'm just not going to be able to do that. And secondly, the amount of waterways that could still be searched, I don't have the resources to do that the proper way with my setup. It's not really how we do things as far as the search community. Like I said, I don't want to say needle in a haystack, but what I'm trying to get at, that 5-mile radius and the amount of time from the time that he went missing, supposedly, the area that has been searched has been exhausted. The 5-mile radius has been covered extensively, and with my skill set and my resources, being a one-man person at this time, I don't want to say it's pointless, but that area has been searched and searched and searched, and I don't think he's there. I mean, if he's there, it would really baffle me if he's in that 5-mile radius. In my opinion, I don't think he's in that 5-mile.
Okay, in your opinion, I can do a poll. Let's do a poll real quick. In your opinion, do you think Sebastian is in the 5-mile radius? So the 5-mile radius is like the 5 miles around his home too. We'll put a don't know on there. And I'll keep playing. And actually, they're being good now. Sorry, I had my camera off because I had the dogs. I got up and had to run out real quick, and my one dog took over the other dog's bed. She's so mean. She does that to her. She steals her bed. And then the other dog was just like, well, where am I going to go? I was going to grab the other bed, but I don't need to.
Radius. That's just me. It very well could be, but the amount of searches that have been conducted, like I said, from the sheriff's office, emergency management, fire departments, different different organizations.
They had all of that, plus the Texas Rangers for Caleb Harris case, and look what happened to him. He was
I
across
no
the
longer can
street.
search within that 5-mile radius, and for me to search anywhere else is literally going to be a wild goose chase. There's been no sightings of him, no phone records, nothing like that. I have nothing else to go off of except for wild goose chases, and I hate to say it like that, but that's where I'm at. So, again, I apologize for leaving everyone in the dark. I'll just put this up on the screen. So Sebastian Rogers went missing from Sumner County, Tennessee on February 26th, 2024. An endangered child alert has been issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian is a 15-year-old white male, 5'5", 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen on February 26, 2024, in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee, wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. I'm going to put this on both my channels. I still have hope that Sebastian will be brought home. He very well could be out there. In my opinion, he's not in that 5-mile radius, and I have to know, especially being one person, when I have to stop utilizing my resources unless someone calls upon me in a specific area. And when I say a specific area, it's due to they have some information, not just a wild goose chase, not someone seeing a vision or anything like that. I have to go off of facts, areas that need to be searched, which I know the areas that have been searched. And I'll say it again, I've never seen so many resources sent or put towards a missing child before. Not to this extent. That 5-mile radius has been covered. Hopefully they make that map publicly available. I don't know if they have. Like I said, I've seen it. And that's it. If y'all have any information, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office or TBI Find. And that's going to be it for me. So if y'all have any information about Sebastian Rogers, please contact the appropriate authorities. Again, this is one of those puzzling things. There has been no sightings, no communication, not any actual, not a lot of factual things to go off in this case as far as where he could be. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any information, please contact TBI Find or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. Till next time, it's Trey, Truck Divers. I will see you all in the water. That's for another video. Love you all very much. I hope someone is able to bring this young man home, or someone seen something, heard something, and you don't think it's anything, please contact the police and let them know what you have or maybe what you've seen. So again, this is for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. You may have the little bit of piece of information that we need, or an area that we need to search based off of a sighting or a little bit of facts to be able to bring this young man home. So he very well could be out there alive. So keep spreading his name, keep sharing his story, and hopefully someone knows something somewhere or has seen something. So next time, it's Trey and Truck Divers. I will see you all in the water. That's for another video. Till next time.
Okay, that's all he had to kind of say about that. But he is saying like he can't find Sebastian now like himself because he's unable to use his type of sonar to be able to find Sebastian. And my opinion, what he's trying to say is if Sebastian was in that water, he would have been in that water probably since February. Like whatever body of water they're searching in. When your body goes into a water, it's going to degrade. And I think that it would have been way too much, the body, wherever, if it is in a river, if that's what it ends up coming down to. I think that if it was there, it would be in multiple pieces because of the fact that the river, the wildlife in the river and things of that nature. Mother Teresa, hope Tiny Ton gets fired. If they fired him, I mean, if Seth got rid of Tony, people might look at Seth a little better. We might give him be like, okay, let's see what you can do now. I mean, because he's really messed it up having that Seth come in and be a part of his team. And I guess that's another thing, being and saying that you're Sebastian's army and you're a team and, like but you're not, because you're not involving all of the parents and all of the people. You're just, it's just you. It's Seth's team, in my opinion. But we'll listen through these 2 little short videos. And it's just, this one, I believe, is the one. I think this is the one where he is just explaining how to use the sonar, and he's trying to like talk to Seth about it. And I think he's trying to be really nice and give him a little bit of a heads up.
So I've made
It's
all right, y'all, super short and sweet. So Sebastian Rogers. So I've made some stuff, some videos, and I've said things, and I've noticed that people are on someone else's channel in chat, thanks to a friend, saying, hey, Narc Divers Trey says you're not going to be able to find Sebastian Rogers with sonar. That is not what I said. Whatsoever. I said with my equipment, my sonar, my side imaging and down imaging, unless he's in a barrel, I'm not going to be able to find him with my setup. Now, with light imaging or someone that has a little bit more recoveries, body recoveries with side imaging and down imaging, this far out of Sebastian missing, yeah, you'd be able to find him. I didn't say that you could not find him with sonar. I said I could not find him with my setup. So I've noticed every time someone that's live right now, walking in circles, going on wild goose chases without a game plan, every time that person goes live, I lose subscribers. And people are on there running their mouth saying, I said you couldn't find him with sonar. That's not what I said. Just to reiterate it. I said I couldn't find him with my setup this far into the, him being missing. Now, someone else definitely can with a little bit more better equipment, some light imaging, stuff like that.
Sorry, guys.
But as far as the image that I get this far into the game, not to mention, if he went into, let's say someone said, hey, person goes in right here. Yeah, I can find them with my setup. But this far into the game with my setup, I can't. Now, if I had some light imaging, maybe. But that takes practice, time, and skills. Just like how I am with my setup now. Practice, time, and skills. I know how to read it, know how to do it. Stuff like that. Just a little pissed because people are running their mouth saying, yada, 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 Trish said this, yada, yada, yada. Said a lot of stuff. I'm just an idiot with the camera. So you shouldn't even listen to me. So I'll probably lose more subscribers right now. That's fine. So keep watching the person going in circles without a game plan. Not saying she won't find anything, but it's just kind of weird, construed. There's a lot of people doing this now, I think, for clicks and views that are just like milking it. So, and another thing, Seth Rogers, learn how to run side imaging, down imaging. If you're going to do it, have someone teach you. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Bye.
Bye. Let me go back because there's one more video. No. I got one dog on the carpet and her little paws, like she can't grip very good. But no, he is right. I think it was Seth that used them for the dog scent because they did have a scent on Sebastian at the retaining pond. From what we've heard from the 911 dispatch and the audio, they did have a hit. The dog jumped into the water and the canine handler was like, I don't know why he did that. He doesn't do that. I don't know why he did that. I don't know. I was trying to read up on these like little Facebook posts, but I posted the other day. I don't know if you guys remember on my community tab. Let me slide over there so I can remember exactly what I said. I asked you guys a question, and it was about Chris Proudfoot. Okay, maybe where is it at? Did it really go? Oh, I guess it's all the way down here. It was 5 days ago, and I said, "Can someone direct me to the interview Chris Proudfoot with Chris Proudfoot when Chris allegedly said this will be a case people study for years?" I said not the exact quote because I didn't know the exact quote, but I said I never / don't remember hearing that and want to listen to it. One of y'all was so awesome and gave me the link, and apparently, and I haven't listened to this yet, but I'm going to go back and listen to it, and you guys let me know if you guys remember this. But apparently, Chris never said that. Chris has never come out and correct me if I'm wrong and point me to the exact timestamp. But people keep saying Chris Proudfoot said this is a case they're going to study for years. Chris Proudfoot said this is a case they're going to study for years. Well, according to someone on my comment list who I take her comment very, very seriously, because it's Jean, if anyone needs to know. And Jean's been a member on the channel forever, so I don't think she would lie. But she sent me the link. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. But she says, Seth says that Chris told him that in person. So out of Seth's mouth, that was said. So that was not said by Chris, in my opinion, because I have not heard that out of Chris's mouth. And, we can't do that. But you remember him saying it, Bunny? But where did he say it? That's what I want to know. I just want to know where he said it. Because the only thing that I've come back to hearing is that Seth Rogers said it on the Pascal show when he was on there doing an interview with Pascal. And this is a long interview, so I don't want to have to watch all this tonight, but I will. Oh, yeah, that's the long interview Pascal had with him. It was like the first one, too. He did say that. Let me know if anyone knows like the timestamp or like a interview. So, because Chris only did a few interviews. He only did them with Duchess. He did one with, he did a couple with Clue. And he did a couple with, maybe one with Queen. Because I don't care if he said it or not. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know the significance in it, but I was just like, I never heard him say that. But there is an interview that I didn't watch. I think there's one interview. You think it was the Holly Hunter local news interview Terry Dean said? Okay. Now that I can look up. I'll look through those tomorrow. Because all of you guys are saying that you heard him say it. But I just want to make sure it was him out of his mouth. You know how, because sometimes that happens where it's like, oh, it wasn't him that said it. You know what I mean? So I'll go through and I'll look. And Terry, you're pretty good at knowing which interviews. So the one where Katie and Chris are sitting next to each other. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. See, because some of these channels have been playing these interviews at night after night after night after night after night. And we haven't over here. We've listened to that interview twice on this channel, twice. And I will say this is the only interview. I think that was the only interview or the only thing that we've ever repeated on my channel more than once. So I want to say interview in the new channel 4. Okay. News channel 4. Oh, awesome. Thank you guys. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. And then I'll go and I'll be able to listen to it. Cause I'm just like, if I don't hear it for myself, you like to hear stuff for yourself, which I believe y'all, cause you guys are all saying, hey, see something, say something. You guys are all saying no, it was out there. So I just, cause I'm like, well, if he is just saying it's a Pascal, then we can't just, we can't go off that. We can't go off of just like, we like to see receipts, and we do. But I feel like in this case, we haven't really been paying much attention to the receipts. Like no one's really caring as much. And I'm like, we need to be asking about them receipts. So go back to the News 4 video. Because I think I've only watched it the 2 times with you guys. I just don't like to repeat stuff over here, but I mean, shit, I'm about to start. Best believe that. Everyone else has been doing it for the past 140 days or something. Chris was meaning how epic of a job Ellie was doing with the search. That's why it would be studied. The mob took it out of context. Thank you, Terry Dean. I figured it was taken out of context too. That's why I was trying to look for it. So because I'm like, it doesn't sound nefarious to me. But it just sounds weird. It's like, I wanted the context. Yeah, that's what I really wanted. So, and it could have been the way that, because of the way that Ellie was doing their job. Because you can always see, that's why I just want, there's always 2 sides of the coin. You know what I mean? People think differently, about some things. Question at the beginning: did you watch JLR when he was filming Seth searching everywhere? Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard about it. while watching. I got a terrible feeling about him. Yeah. I think that he the breaks. I think that he wanted that recorded for a reason, you know? Me either. Squeaky wheel. How did they fool all the local cops along with all of these 3-letter agencies looking into this? Yeah. Wow, Sebastian, this was a hoax. Phew. I wouldn't doubt it. You should see the people on the YouTube. Y'all, man, the YouTube is like crazy. It's just like these people will feel so entitled. I mean, like, what? Let me see if I can go back up. Oh, look, so now they think that this is Julia. They think this woman is Julia, and they think these are the same people. And then Julia actually commented. I saw she that commented on here. She was like, "Nah, it's not me, man." They didn't delete her comment. That's right here. Just says that, it's not her. She's like, it's not me, but take with that what you will. Wow. When Light Star, I heard that he had a weapon on him because he showed it to JLR and his girlfriend, and they felt very uncomfortable with that. That's not the same woman I know. But can you imagine, like, just, oh my gosh, like being whoever these women, like just being the other person. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't imagine a doppelganger or someone that looks sort of like me out there, and then them being like a pedo or something. Like, I'm not like this is, but I'm just saying like something so bad, and then be like, "That's you," and then y'all think it's me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? No, this isn't as bad, but you know what I mean. And then this person really just wants to know what truth, not feelings looks like. And it's like, go back to Kluma and Audie's video. She'll show you. I guess the women were disappointed because the voice didn't match the face, but I knew that he didn't look, I knew that his voice matched the face. I just knew. Yeah. You're not going to find Fabio on YouTube. Sorry. Just keep watching The Lawyer, it is. I think it's easier to it's always good to go and like listen to things a second time anyway. I always think, and so I will actually, I regret saying that because I have played something before on my channel more than once, and that was Idaho, that food truck video. Now that one we played the crap out of because we had to watch it. That group's the worst. What making stuff up? Yeah. Well, you guys were awfully awesome tonight. Here, Mary. Is it Mary like Tennessee? Like Tennessee? I was just reading some of your chat. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ladybug. Everyone hit the like button. I think that's all I really have for you guys. I mean, I can look more stuff up. Let's see what we got. I know there was some more stuff on Facebook that I thought was funny. I was just scrolling through like it says when Sebastian first went missing, and this is like who even said this? Why didn't Seth want anyone looking for him? We've never heard Seth ever say, "Don't go look for my kid." It crossed my mind that maybe he knows where he is and didn't want to have him have to pay man hours for Ellie looking for Sebastian. It says that maybe he knows where he is, that Seth knows where Sebastian is, and Seth doesn't want to have to pay man hours for Ellie. He don't have to pay, honey. He's not paying those cops a salary other than whatever he pays in his taxes each year that goes into their salary through the tax system, But no. He's not out there cutting checks to law enforcement. Okay. Well, I guess there's no video there. Keep praying. Yeah, that Sebastian's still alive out there. That's the truth. And then, oh my Lord, look at this. Sebastian kidnap hoax. Like, come on, Dolly, stop it with that shit. Come on, Dolly. It's a kid. Just stop with the kids and the clickbait titles. Like, sorry, but man, you know, he could really switch out my attitude. You know, he's supposed to be funny. But that's not funny. Like, this is like he would, if he could go and make a channel just like talking about soap or whatever or something else, you know, like whatever. I don't know what he likes, campers and stuff. Like if he could go and do a channel about that, he'd probably be successful. He's got like the personality, you know, like the loudness and all of that. But this is true crime. There's a different, you know what I mean? Like go play somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like I don't even know where I belong anymore because I don't even know if I belong in this true crime sector. I really don't, y'all. This is crazy. You have to either be fighting with the creator, making clickbait titles like this, like, let me go back to Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, like this to win it, to get in it. And I don't do those things. I don't know. Tune in. Did this boy run away? He probably, most likely, he probably did. He probably did. That's not what I think happened, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, if I had to pick, that's probably what I would pick. Oh yes, I saw that she was found. The allegation of abuse. Oh, I don't know. See, well, I just know that like I saw that JLR did a live, but then she was found right after that. Like right after his live, I was like, oh, she's been found. Did she run? Was she you think ran away or lured offline? I think it could be some kids at school, like a bully situation. Now I've been thinking that since day one. Do I still think that way? I do. In some parts of me, some parts of me does. Some parts of me thinks. Actually, at the beginning of the case, I said I thought he might have ran out the door too, but for some reason, I think maybe something scared him and he ran out the door that night. The dad did one, but not the mom. Nashville native. That's what I'm hoping for, honey. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I don't think that Dolly knows who I am. And that's a good thing. I don't know if I want to really be on his wheel. I mean, have you seen the creators that make it? I mean, you know, I'm sorry, but there was nobody on the list that I saw that I want to be rubbing elbows with. Do you know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. But what the hell do I know? You think Katie knows? See, I don't think Katie knows anything. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't have kids. I feel like if I had kids, maybe I'd have like, I mean, maybe I would think a little differently about her, but I don't even think if I had kids, I would. I feel bad for her when I see her in the interviews. Like when I saw her in that first interview, that was just personally, I felt like I couldn't breathe for her. Like, and I'm dead serious. Like as soon as I saw her take like her first breath, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt really bad for her. But you know, maybe I'm getting played. Maybe I am. Now this better not be. This better not be no Summer Wells 2.0 because I can't handle that. I'm not in the Summer Wells community. I've covered the Summer Wells case a little, and I probably would be good because I'm not in the bull crap. So it would be a good cover. But I don't want this to drag on like Summer's case. You know, that poor little girl, she needs to be found and she needs some justice. And whether, I mean, that's parents, family, friends, people that they didn't even know doing this, someone needs to be held accountable for those things that happened to her. So that's okay. So the only thing with the scent thing that gets me is I don't know why they never. Okay, so they did have a scent. They had a scent by the retention pond. Now, I don't know why there wouldn't be a scent out the door because he goes to the bus stop every day. So apparently to me, not having a scent right out there doesn't really mean like he was in a car or not in a car or anything. Because if you think about it, every day, 5 days a week, your kid walks out the front door and stands at the end of your driveway for the school bus. This isn't like a dog's scent doesn't stop after every 24 hours or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like it would still be able to track that. So I'm surprised that there wasn't more of a mention of it, of them like tracking out the door, into the front yard and then saying it stopped at the end of the driveway. Me too. Plus I remember all the Facebook posts from that morning and Katie was frantic. Yeah. Yeah. It just seems to me like, I don't, I really feel like I couldn't breathe. And I know it feels like not be able to breathe. I do know that. But I could be all wrong. And I found out during this case that I had autism. Didn't even know. They literally told me like my they did testing on me. Like we were only a month or so into this case when they started doing those tests on me. And then I didn't say anything for a while. And then the test came back and I was like, And then I didn't say anything for a little while. And then one day I did say something because it was so crazy at the beginning of our lives. I kept saying, me too, Sebastian. Me too. Me too. Never realizing it. Me too. Yeah, me too. But yeah, the Facebook posts are just a little off the chain. I haven't seen anything like this in forever. And I don't think that there was anything really much more to show yet, just them being funny on there. This is a post for all of you that think Mommy Dearest did something. What do you think she did and why? Personally, I have a hard time imagining she hurt him. She spent 15 years caring for him. Why now? I do think she knows more, but did she hurt him? I don't know if she would. I mean, they all apparently they took lie detectors, so Yes, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. Like Squeaky will hit. You would think his scent would be everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like just living in the neighborhood. Besides said he would be home if they had money, resources. I didn't remember the others. I don't remember Chris and Katie saying that. I remember Seth saying that though, but yeah. Well, I don't know if they knew what had happened to him. I don't think that Ellie knew if it was a runaway situation, if it was a luring situation where he was lured out of the house. Now, do you think that he could have been lured out of the house? Crafts and crimes, and it might be Chris said him or me. But wouldn't it be just easier I mean, if that was the case, Chris was already in there. He was already in. Seth was taking Sebastian for the summer and forever. Bye. So he already had that. So Chris already had, so he would have already been the only guy there. It would have been just Chris and Katie and Faith for the summer. I don't touch Vincent. That sounds so bad, but I don't see something to say something like when I sit next to Vincent, I don't like rub on my, like, even if I was in a interview like that, I don't think I would touch him. And that's so bad to say, isn't it? But we wouldn't be like that couple holding hands, or we're not touchy. We're not touchy. That's just us though. Like, I think that if something like this happened, I think that I would act like Katie kind of did with the whole Chris calling the police, him calling. I would be too frantic. If that was my child, I would be. My cat, I thought my cat died, which he didn't die, but I thought he did. And I was a mess. I'm talking about, I was in the middle of my parents' yard screaming like this, my baby. You would have thought that my child had just died. I mean, like, I'm not kidding you. That's how much it was over dramatic. I was over, but I thought my cat just died. Thought someone had to hit my little kitty cat. Just I don't know. I just think that I think that the reason why Katie doesn't act like I would, is because of her military training. I think military really helped her out. Yeah, and I think whenever he says, like, if they had that kind of money, he would already be home. I don't think that they're meaning, like, someone kidnapped him and they have to pay a ransom. I think that they're thinking they would have if they had all the money in the world, they can pay everybody in the world to look for their son. That's how I take it when they say those kinds of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Look at Bonnie's name flashing on the screen, though. Here, I can I can hit the stop screen. But that's all I really have for you guys. It was good to see some new faces in here tonight. It was really nice to meet everybody. If it was your first time here, welcome. Welcome to the channel. We do talk true crime daily. That's our thing that we do here on the channel. We talk about all the trending true crime cases that, well, actually not even all that are trending. We cover all the cases that we can cover. Sorry, guys. What are you doing, Mia? Oh, all right. I just took the bed again. You can see them both tonight. Oh, look, you can see them both. What are you doing? Where are you going, Riley? Oh, there she goes. Oh, good night. She's the baby, even though she's the youngest one, the one over here behind me. Yeah, Badger Witness, exactly. Like if they were like Jeff Bezos, yeah, or Elon Musk, they would have. Yeah, I think that's what they mean by that. And like people saying like the story, Katie's story's changed. Her saying that she heard a sound in his room and then changed it to a thud. That's not a story changing. That's her developing more of an understanding of what she heard. And she's like, wait, it wasn't just like, a bump. It was a thud. Like it was a little bit harder than a bump. That's what I think anyway. That's what I think. Hey, Carolina. Yeah. Yeah, Nashville native, you're right. Well, and they did have a reward for him. So they had a $3,500 reward for Sebastian, and it was through the local businesses in the town. I went over the article with you guys too. That way, because I knew a lot of people were saying no reward, no reward, no reward. I'm like, no, there wasn't. I mean, it's not a great big reward or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it, but they were saying something like telling the parents to not put a reward out, but I don't know why they wouldn't be allowed to. Caleb Harris's family put 50,000 out. Was this the window closing? Oh, Wizard Walt, that could be. But Chris did say that he went on the other side, like of the window, and there wasn't like shoe prints or anything. Like, and the officers would have checked that too. I do, Ladybug. I thud. I do. I mean, but that's just me. I walk and thud. Like I walk on my heels though. Whoever my neighbors are, I feel bad. Plus, I fall a lot. I fall. I fall all the time. He answered her. He did answer her. Okay. He did. Did he say yeah? He was okay. Yeah, she said go to bed. Okay, yeah. And that's what my mom and dad would say the same damn thing to me. Okay, think of you being 15 years old. 15 years old. You're not letting your parents up in your bedroom unless they have to be up in there, like doing your laundry or something. You're so independent at that age. You're so, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. My mom would have said, you better get your ass to bed before I have to come in there. Not like she would ever come in there or ever do anything, but she would threaten it. She'd threaten it. No, we haven't really went over those, but we can. If you have any information, Nashville native, send me anything you got to my email, and I'll email you back and we can talk about it. My email is titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com. We can go over that. Yeah, same Idaho 4. Oh yeah, and buckle up. Buckle it up if you're an Idaho 4 fan. I guess that's what we got to call it. Cause I don't, case fan. 300 pages. I love to read y'all. I love to read y'all over here. 300-page document just came out from the defense. They got some things to say. Now let's see. Who wrote it? I want to know if it's. Wanted to see if it was Ann or Jay, because I haven't seen Jay in a while. So there's defendants witness list, witness and exhibit list this is just for the change of venue. So we've got 4 witnesses, experts. Okay. We've got some exhibits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exhibits. Okie dokie. And then this one is how many pages? Hot damn. 319 pages. This is their memorandum in support of motion for venue change. What do you guys have to say? I haven't read through this yet. I haven't even started it. So I don't even know if I'll start it before I come on the live tomorrow. I might just come on the live. We may just do it like this. Oh, okay. This is going to be a lot of. Oh, yeah. We don't have to read all these. Okay. All right. A lot of this. Actually, I'm glad that they did this. Thank you. So they actually put up all of Moscow's all their old homicide updates. So thank you. I was looking for these actually because they took them off their website. So yeah, man, I don't know. I was reading the chat. No, 300. There's 300. Yeah. Oh, T-Rev, yeah. Well, don't worry. We don't think you're a moron. We've all been in the clutch of that poor guy or that guy. Poor us. Actually, I haven't. I made fun of him. Did you guys make I gotta show you one more thing before we go. T-Rev did I think he did like a paid homage to me or something. Because I swear this wasn't his old profile picture on YouTube. Has anyone seen this one? This new profile picture with him with the no shirt on? I about fell over and died. I said, oh, no, he did it. No, he didn't put a picture of himself without the shirt on. Because I like to make fun of him for not wearing a shirt. And he came in one day. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have to wear a shirt. And I said, come on up. And I dropped the link. And then he left. He ran. He was out. I was like, oh. That's weird. When I call people, they never come up and they never call me back. Remember, we made a phone call to a couple people and I'm still waiting on phone calls to come back through. Except for Summer. She answered. Thanks, Summer. Give her that, give her that. He still hasn't come back yet though. But I have been working on, and I might, those text messages, I still was going through them all and putting them in the categories. But let's just say, yeah, they were doing some pretty heinous things behind the scenes for missing. I mean, these are missing children's cases, for God's sakes, like if you could be successful on the platform and do your spirit boxes if you want, or, just why are all the weird, and I'm saying this about myself too, because I'm weird, but why are all the most, the people that shouldn't be in true crime are in true crime, it seems like. I just don't know how else to say it. It's like, no one has any morals. Patrick Witness, he is not doing good, probably. He was going to come back to the platform, and then Smoke, the guy that, did the phone calls with him, he brought something to the platform that their text message thread. And then T-Rev was like, I ain't coming back. He stepped back out of he went back into the shadows. And you know what it is? Why they spend that like, yeah, it's clicks, views, and money. these old and no offense to the older women that watch T-Rev, but it's an older crowd and they're more susceptible to getting him this. I mean, he's good at what he does. He's good at saying, God bless you. God bless you. God bless. If people are blessing you on their lives, like a lot, like double check them. Just check them a little extra. No, like me, for instance, today, I don't even know what I said to this poor guy that's a Jehovah's Witness. Well, I mean, I don't know what his question was, but my answer was no, thank you. Whatever he asked, it was no, thank you. And I'm like, you just saw me remember I just told y'all a couple weeks ago? I just told you this like a week ago or something. And I was walking my dogs and the Jehovah's Witnesses were just like, oh, we're not going to mess with her because she has her dogs. They were at the gas station today. And I'm like, dude, we just talked. We just talked, man. He said, I think he said something like, do you want to talk about church on Sunday or something? And I said, no, thanks. I don't know what exactly he said, but, maybe he probably said, do you want to talk about the man upstairs? And I would have talked to him. I would have talked to him. He wouldn't have known what to do. He would have wanted to get away from me. Now, that was my mother for you. My mom was like that. What'd Squeaky say? Why the hell would anyone watch T-Rev anyway? A white guy that wished he was black was point. Yeah. And now he's moved on to the wife beaters. Yeah. You guys talking about gardening. Oh, no, not me. Mm-mm. Oh, and thank you, Mary Beth. I saw your comment earlier about my lotion. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. The one in the purple is really good too. And I think it comes with a little thing of soap. I've not tried that little thing of soap because I have like a sample one, but I don't want to take the soap because then if I go to do a event, I won't have the soap. But if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, I do have a little boutique store, and I put the link. The link's usually running in the chat, but I'll put it in there for you. And you like your stuff too? Oh, but you got your stuff. I'm glad that you got it. I'm glad you like it. And thank you guys. Oh, thank you guys so much for the orders. I really do appreciate the orders coming in. I mean, it was really nice. Last week I was like, I kept having to check my emails and, check my website and then package the orders. And whenever I package things up, I steam everything and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I just really appreciate you guys ordering stuff. And we do have like the candles. I have one of my candles back here, but you can barely see that thing back there. Do you have anything close to me? Nothing really. Those cushions, I have those on my website back here, the ones that are stacked. Oh, there's my dogs passed out in the chair. Oh, I don't know about Halloween, but I am going to do some fall stuff. And let me put my thing in here. I'll just put the boutique thing. And then it'll pop up. But yeah, that's my website. And then if you use the code all capitalized U220, you'll get 20% off. This weekend, I am going to make Vincent sit down with me. Well, I'm going to actually sit down with him because he's usually sitting around somewhere. But I'm going to sit down with him and I'm going to get some more some ideas for some for fall stuff, like where we're at, what we're doing, how much we can spend, and all of that, because we're a team. We're a team. He's my my private investor. He's not really a private investor. Those would be cute. I've been wanting to do, once I get to it, I want to do men's clothing eventually, and I want to do kids. I want to do kids stuff so bad. I want to do it so bad, and pet stuff. I want to do pet stuff. I just think it'd be really cute to do all that stuff. So, and Dreamcatcher, I'm not a big fall or Christmas person. I'm a summer gal myself. But I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't ready almost to bring out the Christmas trees. I like all the lights and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Do a mommy and me. And if I don't even do, I can always do we can even do little t-shirts sets to start off with for mommy and me or something. That'd be cute. Well, I'm going to go talk to Vincent and see what he's up to and say, hey, we need to get some stuff because we are like we are running down on some of our stuff. We do carry curvy sizes. If you are a curvier woman and you don't wear that, small through extra large, if you're not in that cookie cutter shape, because I'm not either anymore, we do have a extra large to 3X side, which really is like a 1X to 3X side. And if you need any help with sizing or anything like that, I can always measure. Sizing is pretty typical. It's pretty spot on, just like if you were to shop at other boutiques. But some of the stuff does, come a little bit oversized, a little undersized. But normally you can tell by just looking at the picture if they're going to or not. So for the Jasmine sweater, that's the pink one, and it is a little bit oversized, but it's pretty spot on. If you wear like a small, I would stick with a small because it's going to be just a little bit like oversized, but not too much. But it's going to be like, I don't know, it'll fit really cute. I've worn that sweater before. Also, I'm going to put pictures on the website of me, and I think I'm wearing most of the clothes that we have. If not, I have mannequins in my closet. That's why I point over there. But I have 3 mannequins that I used to always set up, and I'd always take pictures of them. And if you get on my Instagram through Poppy and Ari, you'll see, I don't know if I'm on here or not. Let's see. How do you go to, well, I can, actually, if you just go to mine right now, if you just go to my titanium built one, you'll see it on there. You'll see all like a bunch of like different clothes. And they're like in different videos and all that kind of stuff. So, wow. Like, I'll pull up a picture just to show you what I'm talking about. Like this. Like cute little pictures of jeans. I have all those little shorts and still too. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I do appreciate it so, so much. I will see you guys all tomorrow on the live. I might come back in during the day. You never know. Never know. But if not, I'll come back tomorrow night and I'll come and hang out with you guys around 9:35, probably 9:15, 9:35. So I'll see you guys all then. I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Bye, guys.